All right, so welcome YouTube, and here is an install that we recently completed in this hall bathroom on the second floor. This is probably the furthest radiator away from the boiler if you stretched out the piping. Now the original radiator that was here, believe it or not, was this monster. Ever since we've been coming here and working on this system, only 2 or 3 of these fins would ever heat up, so this mainly just took up space and never really heated all that well. So we decided the customer had the floor replaced and decided to try to hook up that radiator in there, and it cracked the tiles because the floor level changed. So we proposed a smaller radiator, and had a couple of issues. Of course, the floor level changed, and we still had to deal with that. And sometime in the past, they ran a copper line all the way from the basement up to here. And so we know that's undersized and probably not doing a good job of supplying steam to this radiator. So I had to use a couple of tricks. Eventually, I'd like to replace the copper in the basement, or at least the 3/4 inch size, and go up 1 inch. The horizontal, the vertical, I'm not going to get to because they've buried it in the wall. So what I did is I installed essentially a main vent. That's a number 77 vent right on that T, and used no valve, no shutoff valve at all, because that's a restriction. So I wanted to make this as steam friendly as possible. And because this is a single family home, or you don't, it's not like an apartment complex. If this was an apartment complex, you definitely want to put a shutoff valve there. But this one, I decided to opt out on that and just hook it up with a regular union. And I tried chiseling away to try to get this to raise up to meet the changed height, but this was fixed. And I really didn't want to go on sweating stuff and fiddle with it. So I used a male by female coupling, which is obtainable from sprinkler guys. Sprinkler guys use that to get height changes for their sprinkler heads. So I figured if it's good enough for them when it's under pressure with a couple of pounds of steam, that should work. And it worked a treat, actually. Now usually then you have to play seesaw. So I've got these coupons. These are, in this case, 2 by 6 by 18 gauge stainless steel shim coupons to help distribute the radiator's weight over the tile, because I don't know what they laid this over, who knows what. And then that got me the proper pitch and got me the proper level to meet up there. Is that perfect? No, it's not. But I've got a vent right adjustable there. So eventually this thing heats, and time will tell whether that'll work. You can actually hear it cycling, clicking in the background there, a click noise. So I think that should do okay for now. The question is what happens after I leave, once the thermostat's back in control, whether this will actually heat. Now, so again, I think I didn't get into that, but the idea is that you use this vent to get the air out as quickly as possible and not generate so much condensate, because you can put a big vent here, but what happens is, as the steam is rushing in and pushing the air out and hitting the cold surface of the radiator, sending lots of condensate back down. And so what I did is I sort of split the venting duties. I treated this like a main vent to heat this up first, and then this can vent relatively slowly and have this reach an equilibrium so that more of the radiator gets hot on a heating cycle before the thermostat finally shuts the building down. Time will tell to see whether this strategy works or not. Let me know what you think. I, again, appreciate all of your comments and insights. It's, again, a privilege, and I thank you very much.